What's going on, my JMO family? This is your boy Big C, back at you with a hot video. Know it's been a while, but I'm back at you with a hot video. Gotta start off my video by thanking all my JMO family out there for supporting your boy, for holding me down. Thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now because you're going to love the channel, okay? So go ahead and click that subscribe button. Don't waste your time on doing anything else. Just click that subscribe button and join the family, okay? Become part of the JMO family. But we're going to jump right into this today. We're going to jump into the videos coming from the FS1 family, the Undisputed with Skip and Shannon Sharp. If I can get their names out, dang. But it's coming from them. So we're going to jump right into the video. Of course, they're talking about Toronto and Cleveland tonight. Yes, tonight. Game 1 tonight. So let's see what these boys talking about. And you know your boy Big C going to give his opinion, all right? So let's get it.
Huge 45-point performance against the Pacers in Game 7 on Sunday. But after the game, he said he was, quote, burnt and tired. Cleveland has won 6 straight playoff games against Toronto. We're joined by FS1 NBA analyst Jim Jackson.
What was that for, Skip?
Interesting. Can't wait to hear what your take is on this, because I know my partner's take on this.
Who wins Game 1?
Well, Shannon realistic.
Yeah. Oh, he's being
Very.
realistic.
Yeah.
I think he's a little scared. He's being scary right now. Who wins Game 1 and the series, Jim?
This is a different anomaly here for the Cavs. I think coming off a tough Game 7, which in the first round there, a LeBron James team is not accustomed to. I just think there's going to be too much energy in the building and a quick turnaround for the Cavs coming in for that reason. I think, too, also the mental fatigue of going through that Game 7 against Indiana. Not only just the team, but I think LeBron. I think this is one of those games where LeBron comes out and he's trying to get people involved early, you know, knowing that they have Game 2, but trying to get guys involved because this is a different kind of climate. I think they're still trying to figure out the Cavs what's the best lineup. This is a different core group they're going to have to go with against this Toronto team compared to Indiana. I don't know if they can start the same starting 5 just because of Kyle Lowry.
Right.
There's a lot different than Collison. You may have to bring in George Hill or Calderon just to be able to match up with Kyle Lowry because he's looking to score a lot more than Collison. But I give Toronto the edge in this first game because the energy, they're at home, the mental fatigue of Cleveland in that last game against Indiana. What?
So now you feel better about
No. I mean, he's just echoing some of the things that I said. But think about this. How many times Skip, in a Game 7, a team will start an entirely different lineup? A lineup they hadn't basically played all year long. And that's what Ty Lue did in a Game 7. Because you know why? He had that old big joker. You ever play spades? You know when you got that big joker? See, Skip.
I don't want to hear about the big joker because you
That's
have
him.
already picked the Raptors to win Game 1. So stick with it.
One game.
Yeah.
I said one game.
The big joker is going to lose, says Shannon Sharp, or Le Shannon Sharp.
Skip, if I got the big joker and you got a bunch of spades, you might win that hand. But
Who get the 150?
That's what I'm saying. That's the first one. It's the first one to 4. Now, even though Indiana got to one first, and they were closer to 4, you and I both know deep down, I mean, you knew they weren't going to win. Had you out there on that brand.
I thought it was going to go 7, and it did. Yeah. And it got a little tight.
You know what? I needed to go 7 because I needed to enhance LeBron's legacy. The Game 7, who scores the most points in Game 7, Skip? Who scores the most points in elimination game, Skip? So that's what I needed to happen. You don't know I walked into that corner. They're going to lose Game 1, but they'll be just fine on Thursday night.
I say they will win Game 1, and I will offer Mr. Jackson the same bet that I offered to Mr. Sharp that he rejected.
Okay, which is?
I will take Cleveland plus the point spread. I'll take
What is
6.5. I'll take the Cavs plus 6.5 tonight
Don't bet
at
it.
Toronto in Game 1. Come on.
He's janky. He's trying to jinx.
I don't usually do number. I just do straight up.
Straight up?
Yeah, I do straight up.
I got 6.5. That's what the point spread is.
No, get the point. I'll go straight up with you.
No, I'll take 6.5 because the odds makers say 6.5.
Well, forget the odds, man.
I'm offering both of you.
No.
Like you tell
Straight
me,
up.
well, who cares what the odds say? I want to know what you say.
Yeah. We can just go straight up on the first
I
game.
got Cleveland.
Okay, I got Toronto.
Okay, will you bet me?
No, you don't bet against LeBron.
Huh?
Why you want me to bet? Because I don't.
So you picked against him, but you won't bet against him.
No.
Why not?
No,
What's the
no.
difference?
No, because it's bad luck. It's sacrilegious.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like you don't wear shorts to church.
No. Out here,
Like you know where shorts
Depends on what church and where you live, Shannon.
the church I go to in Westwood, they wear shorts. I don't know.
Well, look, rest her soul, my grandma rolled over. If you were, you know back down south, you better come dressed as nice.
You know, to answer your question, though, overall, though, this is a different Cavs team.
Yes.
As we know, going against the Raptors. You don't have that second player. But what I just kind of just went back and looked at a couple of numbers just historically, going back a year. What Cleveland has been able to do defensively against Toronto, in particular J.R. Smith guarding DeRozan, I think has been impactful. You go back to earlier this year, during the course of the year, DeRozan has averaged 23 points. But against the three games.
But Cleveland won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, but his numbers have dipped down to 17. Last year in the playoffs, he averaged 27. During the course of the regular season, only 20 in the playoffs. They figure out a way to take out one of those guys, okay? Because that's what you need. Now, Toronto is built a little bit differently. Yeah. But I think because LeBron puts so much pressure that guys have to perform, those two have to be on point, on target the whole series in order to beat Cleveland for 7 games. Their ancillary players, yes, the bench is outperforming Cleveland's in the playoffs. Yeah, I get it.
So far.
So far.
Watch what happens now.
But I say this. One, those two have to step up, but I think for Cleveland, it's George Hill for me. I think George Hill can provide this Cleveland team with a different push. He's been successful playing against Toronto in the past, especially this year, averaging about 19 in the 2 games that he's played. Now, one was with Sacramento. But he can give you defensively, he's long, he's athletic, but also the ability for him to force Lowry to have to guard him, to maybe pick up a foul or two, to be able to finish at the rim like we saw in that third quarter and fourth quarter against Indiana. I think the key with Cleveland, too, is can George Hill bring that for 7 games?
I'm going to remind you, I'm not the biggest George Hill fan, but he's played in a whole bunch of big games for the San Antonio Spurs. So he's been here. He hasn't been here with the big joker, and it's a different feel, a different stage. But did he not come to play on Sunday?
He did. They needed every bit of his 8, 9 points that he gave them. But here's the thing that really no one talks about. Everybody talks about LeBron James and how do you guard him, because what LeBron also does, he forces your stars to elevate their play.
And what happens to those 2 Toronto stars? They shrink at the sight of the beast of the East. They do, every time.
When LeBron, if Kevin Durant doesn't play out of his mind like he played last year, they're not beating the Cavs. He had to go, because LeBron was 32 triple-double, he had to go 35 and 8 along with Steph Curry's 29, 9 and 8. So LeBron is going to force Lowry and DeRozan. You got to match him. You worry about stopping him.
Have they ever? Did they last year? They got swept.
This is a different team.
I like this team. It's deep.
No, you don't.
It's deeper.
No, you don't.
It's much deeper.
The other Raptors are much deeper. They go 9, 10 deep. Dwayne Casey has no problem playing those guys 20 minutes.
But how effective can they be? I mean, you go deep. I get it. This is a different team. But depth only helps you if it works. And again, I say this about this Cleveland team is that they figure out ways to take some things out. And really, to be honest with you, it's not a big drop-off in regards to Kyle Lowry's numbers versus the Cavs. His shooting percentage is tweaked, but the bigger drop-off is with DeRozan. That's where you see, that's where that number is at. And you just, and that's a point you make, because people don't understand that when you play against LeBron, that superstar on that other team has to be special.
You got to match.
You know, and that's
all right,
the
my
7
JMO
games.
family.
We're not talking.
I got to get into this. All right, let's just be real, okay? Okay, first let's start off with who I got in Game 1 of tonight. All right, Toronto, Cleveland. Who I got to win Game 1? I got Cleveland. I got Toronto winning tonight. Reason why is because Cleveland had to put so much effort into Game 7 against Indiana. Everybody, LeBron, of course LeBron, he had to put the most effort. Okay, so let's get him out the way. Tristan Thompson came off the bench, put a lot of effort. Now, don't get me wrong, he should be energized because he ain't played hardly nothing. He ain't did nothing when he has played. He should be a lot of energy, but he had to put a lot of effort in to get his little points and little rebounds that he got. George Hill coming off that back problem, he had to put a lot of energy. J.R. Smith, everybody, even though they didn't do a lot, they all put a lot of energy in because it was Game 7 and they had to win. So they all put energy and effort in. So they're going to be tired tonight. They're going to be tired tonight. They got to go to Toronto. They got to fly to Toronto because then they got to play in Toronto. They're going to be tired. So I got Toronto winning tonight. Now, let me get into my next let me get into the next thing. I hear the guys and what they're saying. To beat LeBron James. Now, this is just my opinion, and that's why I call this JMO, just my opinion. To beat LeBron James, your team has to be able to score. You can't have two or three scores. I'm going to say, I was thinking, can you have maybe 3? But you can't have just 2 or 3 scores to beat LeBron James. You got to have at least 4 scores on the team that can beat LeBron James. And some scores off the bench. You got to have some people, at least 2 scores coming off the bench that can to beat LeBron James in Cleveland. You're not going to beat LeBron by having only 2 scores. If Toronto think Lowry and DeRozan is going to be the ones that's going to get them past Cleveland, going to give them over that hump, they're wrong. They got to have another scorer on that team. Somebody else has to score the ball. And I really believe you need another scorer. But let's say they get a third one. Possibly you could beat LeBron with a possible just a third scorer. But you got to have. Now, one thing I do like about Toronto is they have a great bench. Fred VanVleet can score the ball. Jakob Poeltl, good defender person, good big man. I think his name is Sayek. You look it up. Good defensive player. The only thing, because Cleveland's bench and their second string hasn't really been up to par. So I feel like Toronto's bench is better. Fred VanVleet can score. He can do his thing. DeLon Wright can score pretty good. He can do his thing coming off the bench for Toronto. I just worried if they're Toronto trying to go back to just having DeRozan and Lowry be their main scorers, they're going to lose. You got to be able to score against Cleveland. You got to have 3 or more scores on your first string and in your back string. You got to score because LeBron's going to score. He going to get his. Okay, you're not gonna stop him. Nobody's gonna stop LeBron. He gonna get his. So you gotta have other people that can step in and score, or you gotta have a 3-point shooter team like Golden State, where you got 3 or 4 guys who can come in and just shoot the 3 crazy. You got Kevin Durant shoot the 3, Steph shoot the 3, Clay shoot the 3. 3 or 4 guys that can just come in and shoot the 3 like it ain't nothing. That's the only way you beat LeBron's team. You're not gonna beat LeBron's team by being a defensive team. Yeah, it's good to be a defensive team, but you're not going to beat LeBron that way. Because he's going to get into the hole, he's going to get foul calls, and he's going to get layups more than you're going to hit jump shots. So you miss jump shots, he's going to go to the hole and he's going to get fouled, or he's going to make the point, he's going to get the layup, or he's going to get a 3-point play. And 1. So LeBron does that. Excuse me. So you're not going to beat LeBron or the Cavaliers by shooting jump shots. If you can't get to the hole, you can't score right, and you got to score while he's on the bench. That's why I feel like Indiana, they didn't have enough scores. They have Victor Oladipo. He's the only person that can get his own shot to me. Collison is not a scorer. Bogdanovic, he had one good game. He's not a scorer. He can shoot the 3 pretty good, but you got to get it open for. He's not. Lance, to me, is not a great scorer. He can facilitate better than he can score. You didn't have enough scores in Indiana, and that's why they didn't beat LeBron in them. You have to score the ball to beat LeBron. You got to have more than 1 score, more than 2. I said more than 3, but I would go 3 or 4 now. I would say you got to have at least 3 or 4 scores, and you have to score while LeBron is taking a rest. He's not going to take that long of a rest anyway, but while he's taking a rest, you got to jump into a nice lead. That's the only way teams are going to beat Cleveland. Okay? So I got Cleveland still winning the series. I'm a little nervous, but I still got to win the series, but I have the Toronto winning tonight's game because they're going to be tired. Cleveland's going to be tired. But, my JMO family, that's your boy Big C's opinion. You let me know how you feel. Leave those comments at the bottom. Tell me, do you feel like Toronto's going to do this tonight? Do you think Toronto's going to win the whole series? Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you think is the method to beating Cleveland and LeBron. Let me know how you feel. Once again, thanks to all my JMO family. Once again, if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Hit the thumbs up button. Don't hit the thumbs down button. We done with the thumbs down button. Always hit the thumbs up button. And leave those comments for your boy. I am your boy Big C, and I'm out!